Hola clase. This is going to be a short video just to talk to you a little bit about the way we say you in Spanish. In Spanish, there are two forms of you when you're talking to one person. You can either use tú or usted. They both mean you. This is how they're spelled, tú and usted. Tú has an accent. There's a difference. They both mean you. Between the two, however, the tú is what you would use to talk to people that you're really familiar with. So tú, see if I can get on the right side here. Tú, there we go, is what you would use for your friends. You would talk to them if you want to talk to a single friend and say, hey, what are you doing? I would use the tú. What are you doing? Close family sometimes, like sisters, brothers, and depending on where you live, in which country, your mom and dad might be tú form, or you might use the usted. And we'll talk about that a little bit later when I get to the usted. But sometimes close family is tú. And if you were talking to someone younger than you or a young child, you would use tú, the familiar form. So this is informal, and this is what you would use to someone that maybe isn't someone you want to show necessary respect for, but just your friends' everyday conversations. The usted is actually a derivative of Your Majesty, Vuestra Merced, and it got shortened a little bit, and it used to be actually spelled with a V, and then it switched over to a capital U. And so it's like Your Majesty. Well, it's not used for that anymore, but it still has that same sense of formality or used for someone that you want to show respect to. Not necessarily a king or queen, but it could be just your parents. In certain countries, they want to show respect to their grandparents. They would use the usted form. It's used for adults. If you want to talk to an adult, let's say you're a teenager, you're in high school, you want to talk to your teacher, you want to talk to your principal, you want to talk to a counselor, you want to talk to your coach, you're going to use usted to say you. Strangers, people that you don't know, you haven't had that familiarity with them yet, so it's polite to use the usted form. Same with people who hold office, like a senator, a president, someone that you want to esteem a little bit, a doctor, lawyers, nurses. If you want to show that respect to them, you would want to use the usted form. Often they're strangers or not real familiar with you anyway, so you're going to use usted because they're an adult and it's someone you don't know well. And then as far as the family goes, just depends on the country. For some countries, mom and dad are so familiar and you just want to use that tú form because it's family. In other countries, mom and dad are to be held in high honor and be respected. And so in those countries, it is the usted form is used. See if I can point to the right spot. So for the most part, I would let you guys choose if you were doing a writing project of whether to use tú or usted, if you're going to show me a conversation between you and a parent. But the rest of the time, it's pretty straightforward. Your friends use tú. Adults, respect. Strangers, use the usted. All right? Hope that's clarifying.